For my family, gotta build a legacy. I'ma be the man when I'm dead. Work too hard, I can't slip up, so I'm clutching tight on this lead.
What's going on, everybody? CW Entertainment, and we are officially back on MLB The Show, and it's the new game that's officially dropped. We're gonna be heading into franchise mode. I know it's been a while since I've actually done this on the channel, but yeah, we are officially back with it. Yes, if you did end up seeing the last video, I narrowed it down to 3 teams that I'm considering using, and it's coming down to, it came down to my favorite team. As you guys can see, the Chicago White Sox. I also was considering the Atlanta Braves, and then the New York Mets were also on that list. So honestly, the first franchise I did on the series, or on MLB The Show, was with my Chicago White Sox, and I was really considering using them, but unfortunately, we are not going down that route. You guys already know by the thumbnail and everything. We are headed to New York with the New York Mets. And honestly, they got a lot going on, so I'm very interested to see what's going to be happening with this team. So basically, you guys can see the 4th ranked team, 2nd contact power, 4th, 5th in pitching. Defense not good, neither speed, but hey, we'll find a way to work around through it. But yeah, I'm excited to go ahead and get into this. I really want to see, kind of how all this works out. So yeah, we'll set all this to manual for right now. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I guess we'll go ahead and hop into this. Nah, I'm not too worried about spring training. You know what? Forget it. Could be injuries to hop on. We're gonna go ahead and hop into the regular season. And we're starting off the season against the Washington Nationals and Max Scherzer. We have Jacob DeGrom going on the mound. You know it should be a good one. But before we hop into everything, we just kind of want to take a look and see kind of what new things they kind of added. I know they added some new stuff here. When I did MLB The Show, I didn't really hop into too much with it. So I kind of just mainly played the games because it's a long season. It's a long grind to get through. Normally what I like to do is I like to play every single game. I never actually was able to finish the series just because it just I kind of got burned out on MLB The Show, but hopefully this New York Mets will end up turning out to be that first one, end up getting to the postseason and seeing how everything works with that. But yeah, they're giving a scouting tutorial, pretty much just kind of run through. It's talking about the regular season up to the amateur draft, so just kind of going to go ahead and sim on through this. Alright, so basically just kind of read through the scouting stuff. I'm not going to be dealing with that. I'm not allowed in the auto do that. For the most part, I think we can handle everything else. But yeah, scouting, yeah, to me, I haven't played enough MLB The Show franchise and been in depth with that scouting part. So, I'm going to just allow them to do what they want to do. And we'll just let them handle that in the background. But yeah, I know they got some new stuff though. They got new sponsorships. That was one of the things I was seeing. I'm not sure if we get it. Okay, well, looks like we may get 1 off the rip. Get $15,000 for every double play, so we'll go ahead and throw that on there. So nothing for action replay yet. I'm sure there'll be a lot of stuff we're gonna earn here over the future. Got a budget. On-field performance increases the revenue, so we'll have to, of course, wait and see what that's gonna end up being. Trade block, we're not worried about trade talk. Yeah, I know they got into some new stuff with trades and whatnot. I'm not too worried about that right now off the rip. There is something we're interested in. We'll definitely be looking at it. We got something up top. Let's see, they keep telling us to go to. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the roster. Jacob DeGrom is a 99 overall. You love to see that out of your ace pitcher. And my boy Noah Syndergaard is an 87 overall. So we'll have him. I'm guessing it doesn't look like he's going to be injured. I know he's injured in real life. I believe he's coming back from Tommy John surgery, so, that's going to be rough. We do get Marcus Stroman at a 79. Not the best. Now, if any of you guys are Met fans out there, I don't know the in-depths of this entire team. There may be some sleepers that I just really don't know anymore. I kind of stick to following my White Sox. It's kind of hard to get into other teams. I actually kind of grew up a Mets fan slightly when I first was getting into baseball, and they were one of my favorite teams. It was really got into baseball in 06, and they had Jose Reyes, Carlos Beltran, Carlos Delgado. That was definitely a fun team I enjoyed watching and just kind of playing on the game with. A lot of players on that team that I really liked. And definitely my boy David Wright over there at third base. So we got Pete Alonso, 85 overall. More than likely it's going to be our best, at least power threat. I haven't. Yeah, I'm not too actually familiar with a lot of these guys that are on this team, just because I haven't kind of kept up too much with the offseason. Now, their offseason, the biggest thing they did was get a new ownership. I mean, they got I think he is the richest owner in all of sports. Well, at least American sports. I don't know if that translates to overseas or not, but yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot they traded for Francisco Lindor. They got him away from Cleveland. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely an interesting team. Looks like we could end up using some help maybe in center field. That looks like to be our biggest weakness when it comes to batters. And then we got Michael Conforto out there in right field. So yeah, it's definitely going to look like an interesting season. I'm excited for it. Let's go ahead and hop into this very first game against the Washington Nationals. I'll see you guys there.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Mets and the Washington Nationals. Max Scherzer gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
And now, Jeff McNeil. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Yes, sir. We are officially back. It's opening day. We're in Washington, D.C. for this first one. And Jeff McNeil is going to send it right back up the middle, right to Scherzer, between second and shortstop. And he's going to start this season off with a leadoff single. Just seeing the second pitch of the game. That's a good way to start this one, man. Right back up the chute. Exactly how you want to do it. Let's see if we can get something here going early. We got Brandon Nimmo. I'm not even sure how you pronounce his last name, but that's going to be another single right back up the middle. We will take it. Men on first and second with the big boys coming up with third, fourth, and fifth. This is exactly the start we were looking for. And let's see if we can add on, or not add on, but let's see if we can give Jacob DeGrom some early run support here early on. We got Dominic Smith up to bat. Smith is going to hit this one out there to left field. It's not going to do anything. Won't be able to move the runners over. And it's going to set up two men on base with the dangerous power hitter, Pete Alonso, coming up to bat. He's going to roll this over to 5. He's going to end up grounding into a 5-3 double play. And that is an unfortunate ending to the first inning. Back-to-back hits, and we can't scratch across a run. That's Max Scherzer for you, though. He's going to be able to find a way to get out of a jam. But we got our own ace on the mound. It's Jacob DeGrom. He's getting a ground out to Pete Alonso to start. Now, I just kind of want to – it's a little gripe, a little bit. I wasn't a big fan. I think that – I don't know. It's not much of a – I don't know if it's a big change or not, or, it's just I'm not used to it on this system. But, man, I could not get the timing down for the longest when it came to pitching with this meter. It kept saying I was either just late or very late. As you guys see, got another ball here, and it ends up being back-to-back walks. Like, I could not figure that out. And the fielding aspect, yeah, I didn't realize I was going to end up throwing with a meter. And actually, that one was probably the best one we had all day. And we'll get to it as the game goes along, but man, I wasn't prepared for some of the – I don't know, it was almost like a lag to it as Jacob DeGrom gets strikeout number 1 on the day. You love to see it, DeGrom. But it was almost like a lag to it, or it's just like wasn't registering right away. So I don't know what that was about. But, we'll keep on, trying to figure it out as the series keeps going on. We got a man up to bat, and we're going to get him to pop it up. It was Josh Bell ending the first inning, and neither team able to find a way to strike across the board first against these two aces. We got Michael Conforto up to bat here, our right fielder. He's going to end up striking out at a high fastball. We were very late on the pitch. And Scherzer getting the job done. Francisco Lindor, the newest Met on the team. He's going to slap this one in the left field. He's getting a single with 1 out. And good start for him in his Met debut, getting a single in his very first at-bat. J.D. Davis up to bat, looking to see if he can find a way to get something going and keep it going. He will, as we're going to end up moving Lindor all the way over to third. Men on the corners with 1 out here at the top of the second. We have an opportunity to strike here early and see if we can get the Scherzer. The quicker we get the Scherzer, the quicker we can get him up out of here. We're going to hit this one right back up the middle. This time it does not get past shortstop in the second baseman, but it is an inaccurate throw going back to the first baseman, Josh Bell. That's going to end up giving us a run. It's a 1-0 game, and Scherzer cannot believe that they did not get the double play to get up out of here. Interestingly enough, they didn't call that an error. I'm not sure why, but they did not knock it or call it as an error, and it ended up being actually an earned run for Scherzer in this game. DeGrom is back out here. He's going up against Sterling Castro, and Castro is going to hit a weakly ground ball. Catcher's going to be able to get it. He's going to be able to fire it, and he has no problem getting Castro out of there at first. Now, what I kind of like to do, I like to go through everybody at least once throughout the lineup, so that's pretty much how I'm going to do it. And then we'll end up starting to kind of cut away, the different points in the game, because I know kind of be a little boring as we end up throwing our third walk. Honestly, that pitch looked like it could have been in the zone, but the way the ump was not calling a lot of good stuff as we get strikeout number 2 in the ball game. DeGrom catching him looking, just sat there and froze him right there. But yeah, I like to kind of go through every single batter at least once, at least that first time through the order. And you can see this is where one of the starts we had that issue. I don't know why. Honestly, I really wasn't expecting the meter in this game, and honestly, I didn't think. So I'm like, oh, dang, I was in the yellow. I didn't know he was just not going to throw the ball again once I tried to rethrow it. That I had no clue was going to happen. But DeGrom, once again, getting another strikeout. This time gets Trey Turner, the speedster, the leadoff man, and he is going to be sat down. But, yeah, so I go through, at least everybody at least once. Normally it'll be their first time through. And then if there's some other stuff to show with those guys, I will. If not, I'll start cutting away some stuff. So you're not going to see everybody's at bat when it comes to it as we end up striking out there. You guys can see we've already cut. And once again, we just having issues with this dang meter. Honestly, I do not like it. I really never played with the meter. I don't know. I know it's not new. It's been in the game for years, but yeah, I was not having fun with it as we end up striking out the former Cub Kyle Schwarber. He's going down, getting the 4th strikeout of the day for Jacob DeGrom. Josh Bell up to bat. Bell gets a high fly ball out there to left center field. Back goes the center fielder. We didn't really make a great run at that one. Bad angle, but we're still able to get there. Save a run. And the middle of the order is coming up. We got Pete Alonso up, bottom of the 4th. 1-2 count. Alonso, and they're going to say, wow. They're going to say we broke the plane, or they're going to just say Scherzer got that zone, but he definitely did not. Up to bat, Lindor is going to send it right back up the middle, and that's another base hit for Lindor. He's got his 2nd hit of the ball game. Not a bad start for Francisco Lindor, starting off his new campaign with a new ball club, 2 for 2. Fortunately, we couldn't get nothing done. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th, and he's still wheeling and dealing. Jacob DeGrom striking out Starlin Castro.
Really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
And hopefully they continue to not have an answer. I mean, he struck Castro out with a 101-mile-per-hour fastball. Looking for another strikeout here. He's not going to get it. It's going to be a grounder over the short. Lindor is able to fire it over to Alonso. And look at that. We were actually able to make a throw with the meter and have no issues with it this time. Unfortunately, nothing going on in the 5th inning for us. We're going back to the mound with DeGrom, and DeGrom is setting down another batter. His 6th strikeout of the ball game. Now, it was Scherzer, but who cares? Strikeout's a strikeout. We'll always take it, regardless who it is. Trey Turner up to bat. Turner with a grounder over the 3rd, and we are still having freaking issues with this meter. It's definitely going to be a learning experience. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of it at all. It's not at the moment. We got Luis Garcia up to bat, and then they introduced this being new. So maybe that's not new. I just didn't maybe use this, or maybe didn't have to throw too many guys out last year. I don't know. I feel like that's new, but I could be wrong. We got a pop-up out here to left, shallow left field, and we're not able to get there in time. Trey Turner's going to end up scoring. This is a tie ball game, and honestly, in real life, I'm not sure if they go on that. Now, it being computer, they kind of know as we get another strikeout right here, they know that their ball's going to drop. So, I don't know. You might get the third on that. You may be able to get home. I'm not sure as we get yet another strikeout. DeGrom is looking fantastic tonight in his debut, or in the season debut. But yeah, I'm not really sure if they end up going home on that. I feel like you're going to sit there and wait to see. If it was 2 outs for sure, I feel like, the computer kind of got away with knowing that that ball was going to end up dropping. But hey, I might be wrong. They may have known that was going to drop in real life too. I mean, I'm sure some guys end up taking that risk. I'm sure others do not. But we end up getting a base hit there. Michael Conforto is up, and he's going to fly this one out to left field. This will remain a 1-1 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Let's see if DeGrom can keep it rolling, though. DeGrom versus Josh Bell. He's 0 for 2 on the day, 1-2 count, and he's going to get caught looking. Another strikeout for DeGrom. Unreal.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't believe it. He looked at literally 4 pitches in a row and just got struck out. We got a grounder to Pete Alonso. He can't handle it. It's going to end up being a base hit out there to right field, and that's going to be a man on. We're going to see if we can end up getting a double play ball. Now, we end up with 2 outs here, but we're going to end up getting a strikeout instead. We'll go ahead and take it. Strikeout number 10 on the day for Jacob DeGrom in the season opener. It's a 1-1 ball game, like I said. It's a pitcher's duel, and this is exactly what we were expecting between the 2 of the best pitchers in the National League, let alone the entire league. These 2 are elite. However, both will be leaving this game here as we enter the 7th. DeGrom comes out. They're going to end up pitch hitting for Scherzer, and that first guy comes, the pinch hitter ends up coming in, and he's going to end up striking out. Now, we end up getting a grounder here, and once again, we started kind of figuring it out a little bit with the meter. I don't know, I'm still just not that big of a fan of it. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, it's probably a timing thing, and I'm just either A, holding it too long or holding it not long enough. Although it seems to register slightly late. It's not as bad as the pitching meter, but it just seems to be a little kind of touch laggy. As we end up hitting a high fly ball to right field, McNeil is not going to be able to get this one out of the park. It'll remain a 1-1 game. That'll be out number 2 here in the 8th. We got Brandon Nimmo up to bat. I might still be butchering his name. He's going to hit a high fly ball to center field. Got good contact, but this ball is just not leaving the yard. There is no wind in this game, and this ball is not, I mean, it's almost acting like there is wind blowing into the infield. We got a grounder from Schwarber here. That ball's going to get down that left field line. That's going to put men on first and second. His first hit as a Washington National. And that's going to put men on first and second with nobody out. We're in trouble with Josh Bell up to bat. Bell strikes out of there. We're finding a way to contain Josh Bell. That's been a huge reason why this game has remained where it is. It's 2-2 count, and we're getting another strikeout. Got him caught looking. Sterling Castro didn't know what was going on. We got Gomes up to bat. Can we get out of this jam? He's going to hit a high fly ball left field. That ball is carrying back to the track, and it's going to die out there at the warning track, and that's going to be allowed out number 3. We're headed to the 9th inning. Can somebody scratch across a run? Pete Alonso up to bat. He's going to check his swing, and that's going to end up being a walk. It was a 3-2 count. He's able to draw the walk. That's exactly what we needed. Needed a man on base. And we have 2 outs. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get anything done. Lindor sends a high fly ball to left field. However, it doesn't carry much at all, as nothing in this ballpark really has. And we're headed to the bottom of the 9th to see if the Nationals can walk it off. And we're going to get a strikeout right here. And that's exactly what we needed to start. Let's see if we can keep it going. He got his 4th strikeout in relief. 0-1 count. Looking to see if we can get that double play to get up out of here. Grounder 6, 4, 3. We get the double play. I ended up cutting that meter off because I was getting sick and tired of it. That's actually how that guy got on first base, because the meter was just getting, so I just moved it to the button. I'll probably move it back just because I know I kind of want to get down as we end up striking out right here. We tried checking the swing, just couldn't get it done. Now, I do not like this new rule at all of a man being on second base. That, I'm not a fan. I prefer the old-fashioned when I get it. They want to get these games over with quicker. But I am not a fan as we end up striking out Schwarber. We're headed to the bottom of the top of the 11th. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of it as McNeil ends up striking out. I mean, you just you're putting the man in scoring position. If you put him on first, that may be a little bit better. But I get it, you end up running the risk into a double play. Now, we end up screwing up here. I meant to pull the pitcher from a second, ended up not hitting the right button. And we're going to end up losing this ball game as Josh Bell delivers. Hadn't done anything all day, but he saves his best at bat for the bottom of the 11th. It's a walk-off in D.C. Unbelievable. A loss that shouldn't have happened, but it was a fantastic ball game between two ace pitchers. Scherzer, DeGrom, give a hand to them guys. They out here balled out against each other. We made too many mistakes. A lot of it was user error. I mean, there was a lot of stuff when it came to defense that I hadn't played MLB in a while, and so it's just going to take some time getting into the rhythm. But luckily, I mean, look at that, 4 errors, sweet jeez. But luckily, we'll be able to find a way to get back into it properly. You guys, I do want to say thank you all very much for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys hit the like button, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with the videos. I'll be posting of this MLB The Show franchise series with the New York Mets. We are back at it. I'm out till next time, everybody. See you guys then. Stay safe out there. Peace.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for never leaving me. And it's gonna be okay.
And it's the love from my fans got me still here.